know a prophet's always hated in his hometown. They don't wanna listen when I say this place is going down. Doing what I'm supposed to, I be prophesying. They say don't believe him, that nigga be lying. I tell the truth.
Yeah.
Have meditated on what's gonna happen if we endure the heat. We are literally just gonna vanish and be gone in chaos.
Hocus pocus, them boys, where they went at? Took them up in the sky, how they do that? Disappeared in my eyes, where they went at? If you sit there, you know you can't get in. Hocus pocus, them boys, where they went at? Took them up in the sky, how they do that? Disappeared in my eyes, where they went at? If you sit there, you know you can't get in.
I got it, I tell my people not to quit. We the real Jews and them mothers counterfeits. Prophecy fitters like fresh outfits. Looking up and ready for that last trumpet. See the fire red seal in his eyes and his prophets. Chairs coming down, your army can't even stop it. Whirlwind have you spinning around feeling nauseous. Chucking up the deuces in the air like pathogens. Mad cause they watching us. Face all red cause they losing all they oxygen. Big black angels at the gate steady stopping them. The kingdom is not for them. The Lord ain't died for them. Why you even crafting him? Crafting him, crafting him, crafting him, crafting him, crafting him, crafting him, crafting him.
Welcome to check. Where we at? I don't have no mics.
1 2 1 2.
Check.
Mic check 1 2.
Check,
Where we
check.
at? Where we at?
Check. Z. I always got Z. Come on now. Oh,
Check
man.
1 2 1 2.
Check.
Yeah, turn it up. Come on, y'all. Help us out, y'all.
Check.
Tag team,
Goodness
come on.
gracious. Huh?
Check.
The mics are down now.
No,
My mic
they
is
not.
low
I
too.
can hear
I can
it.
still hear it.
Check.
Real talk though.
Yeah.
Have you meditated on what's gonna happen if we endure the heat? We are literally just gonna vanish and be gone in chaos.
Hocus pocus, them boys, where they went at? Took them up in the sky, how they do that? Disappeared in my eyes, where they went at? If you sit there, you know you can't get in. Hocus pocus, them boys, where they went at? Took them up in the sky, how they do that? Disappeared in my eyes, where they went at? If you sit there, you know you can't get in.
I got it, I tell my people not to quit. We the real Jews and them mothers counterfeits. Prophecy fitters like fresh outfits. Looking up and ready for that last trumpet. See the fire red zeal in his eyes and his prophets. Chairs coming down, your army can't even stop it. Whirlwind have you spinning around feeling nauseous. Chucking up the deuces in the air like pathogens. Mad cause they watching us. Face all red cause they losing all they oxygen. Big black angels at the gate steady stopping them. The kingdom is not for them. The Lord ain't died for them. Why you even crafting him?
Hocus pocus, the wicked in a daydream. They painted their likeness, dropped the smoke screen. I ate the little book, it gave me protein. I'm walking with giants, yeah, you never seen. Hocus pocus, them boys, where they went at? Took them up in the sky, how they do that? Disappeared in my eyes, where they went at? If you sit there, you know you can't get in. Hocus pocus, them boys, where they went at? Took them up in the sky, how they do.
Check. Here we go. Welcome back to Four Corners News. We ain't got no time to waste. Let's get straight into it. Straight to the articles for the weed heads. And he said, let's go to the top stories.
Bring it out.
All right, read that for us, officer.
CNN News. Weed is not good for your heart, study says.
Uh-oh, all the weed heads is like, you lying, you crazy.
It's from the earth.
Hey, go to the next image because we got them set up exactly where we want to go. Read the article for us, officer.
You may love smoking weed,
Uh-huh.
but it does not love your heart.
It don't love your hearts for all you weed heads out there.
Right.
You synthetic weed heads too.
Right.
And wise to do evil.
Yep.
That's wise to do evil. Now, just
Drop
because
it,
now
drop
they switching over. They switching over to vaping, right? They vaping. They
Yeah,
say
yeah.
now it's more potent. I'm
That's
not
even
smoking
worse.
anymore. I'm vaping.
Yeah, I heard about that. They
That's
did
even
studies.
worse,
Yeah.
Cap.
And they
It's
try
more-
to throw that health aspect into
Right.
it too. Oh, it's more healthier.
It's even worse because the metal particles get into your lungs,
Yeah.
scratching up your lungs.
Yeah, exactly right. Hey, go back to it. Go back to it. Read that for us.
According to American Heart Association's new scientific statement on marijuana, the American Heart Association recommends that people not smoke or vape any substance,
Smoke or vape, like you said. Vape any substance. Go ahead.
including cannabis products,
Oh boy, go ahead.
because of the potential harm to the heart, lungs, and blood vessels.
See now, the reason why I like this article because it came from the American Heart Lung Association. So that lets you know these are professionals, these are scientists. This is what they get paid for to do, to look into this
Right.
stuff.
Right. That's not Jake that just watched a YouTube
Yeah,
video.
yeah. It's not just our opinion either. Go back to it. Go back to it for us. Let's go to the next one. The next image. Yeah, read that for us, officer, at the top.
The new scientific statement, published Wednesday in the AHA Journal Circulation, examined existing research on the connection between cannabis and the heart.
Uh-huh.
The statement found using weed has the potential to interfere with prescribed medications as well as triggered cardiovascular conditions or events.
Now, you know half the black people in America are on high blood pressure.
Bring it up.
So you're out there smoking weed and popping
Yep.
pills, your high blood pressure pills, you're going to mess around and have a heart attack is what they saying.
I remember seeing brothers get panic attacks.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's normal. That's normal. Once they say they normal, you're on your way to death.
right.
They say it's normal. Oh, I panic. Oh, you didn't have one yet? Oh, it's normal. It's normal. Having a panic attack because you're a heavy weed smoker is normal.
So you are okay with
Right.
risking life and death, risking death just to get a little bit of high, to try to escape reality of our conditions. Hey, give me that in Genesis. For you weed heads, before we go any further,
Bring it out.
I'm gonna show you why the herb that you call it, the stanky anky, the purple, whatever you want to call
The
it.
ganja.
The ganja. The ganja, why it was made. Read that Genesis 1. Let's read 29 and 30.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 29.
Yes, smoking is a sin. Go ahead.
And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth.
That's weed is the herb, right? That's what it says. The herb. Go ahead.
In every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat.
It shall what?
To you it shall be for meat.
God said that thing's for meat. The herbs, all those plants were for food in the beginning when God created them. Now read verse 30.
And verse 30. And to every beast of the earth.
So the animals. So you said the animals walk around eating weed? Is that what you said? Weed heads?
Bring it out.
Because you know a simple Negro's mind, he try to justify, so I can eat it.
The ganja.
Was the animals walking around eating the weed?
Right.
Like, hey, I feel like feeling good today. Let me munch on some Cryptochrona like Superman purple donk smoke.
Purple haze.
Close
brother.
to crack, whatever you might call it.
Simba was running through the weed field.
Right.
The hell is this?
Read on in verse 30.
And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb.
Every green herb
for meat.
For food. That's what herbs were created for at the beginning, for food. But now give me Titus, because this is the wicked Negro's mind.
Bring it out.
Oh, I'm gonna bake a brownie. Right. What was that? What was that Dave Chappelle movie that he made?
High.
Oh,
No, that was Method Man.
I know what you're talking about.
Half-Baked.
Yeah.
Half-Baked. Dave Chappelle made a movie,
Half-Baked. I remember
Half-Baked.
that.
And they was eating the brownies and everything, smoking it and all of that. They got you do got movies like How High too with Method Man and Redman.
Friday, a hood classic
with Smokey.
Right. Man, Israel always trying to
Glorify it, right? Read that Titus 2 and verse 2.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith.
So you old man, because you old man might be back from the 70s and 80s talking about, well, I've been smoking weed all my life.
Back in my day.
And it ain't did nothing to. I used to smoke a pound a day back in the day.
Right.
Well, that's how you probably lost your damn hair.
Hey, Cap, back in the day,
You used to have a fro bald as hell now.
Hey, back in the day, it used to not be as strong as it is now.
Yeah,
now when
that
you
point
walk up to the weed man, what is this? They be like, I don't know. Let me make it sound good.
Yeah.
I got that cryptochronological.
That's
I got the cryptochronological.
What did that dude, what's his name, Cat Williams say? It's death.
I got that death.
Yeah, they tell you.
Yeah, he
it's
did
everything under the kitchen sink now.
Yeah.
So they got now they lacing it now.
Formaldehyde,
There you
rat
go.
poison.
Yeah.
That's how DMX got jacked
Oh,
up.
man.
Right.
Smoking weed and one of his boys, he
Laced
thought
it.
it was his boy, laced it with something.
Yep.
Yeah.
That should tell you something. I mean, if it went from back in when we were around, you had what, 1-2 different type of strands of weed. Now you have over 26 strands of weed.
They making up
more.
weed.
It's probably more.
Probably even more.
And you know,
So read that again for the old heads.
Bring it out.
Titus chapter 2
Bring
and
it
verse
out.
2.
Bring it out.
That the aged men
You old man,
be sober.
be sober. So although it was made for in the beginning to eat, it was a green herb. God says you are to be sober. So for the wicked mind, you can't be going, oh, well, I'm going to bake it. I'm going to try to find a loophole with God. You can't do that. Read verse 6.
Verse 6.
Because God covers from the old man, because it always starts with the old man. You
Right.
are leaders of the community.
Right,
That's right.
What you do, the next generation will follow after.
Right.
So that's why he started with the aged man first. Now jump down to verse 6.
Verse 6. Young men likewise exhort to be sober.
So you younger man, just like the older man are supposed to be sober. Exhort. That means fight to be sober.
That's right.
Because we living in a society now where, evil is made good
There you
and
go.
good is evil.
That's it.
Right.
On that same note, you got to be mindful of right now. You want to say it's herbal, but whose hand is this product in now?
Yeah.
Give me Sirach. Can I pull it?
Yeah, bring it out, man.
Sirach 12 and 10, real quick.
bring it out.
Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
Never trust thine enemy.
It says, never trust your enemies. Your enemies now have stores and gave past laws
Heavy.
where it's okay now. So you need to be mindful. It's in the hand. This product is in the hand of your oppressors, your
Right.
enemies. Read on.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
That means the end result is guaranteed to be evil.
Yeah. There
So
you
that
go.
product that you glorify and want to ally and protect, your enemies have it now. They had stores shut up. Remember the one we did an article on in Chicago? It made millions of dollars.
In the first day that they legalized weed,
You see
millions
that?
of dollars.
Right. You think they're doing that for our benefit? For your benefit.
Right.
Really? You need to really take that into consideration.
You know, the crazy thing about it is what scientists and researchers will do. They would do research based off of let's just say, for instance, back then they said something was like tobacco wasn't bad for you, but now later down the line, the research shows that it's good for you.
Yeah.
That's
Look,
why
it
the Bible
make money. That's why it became good for
That's
you.
why it became good. That's why the Bible said never to trust your enemies
Yeah.
because they're going to do it as long as it profits them.
Yep.
But the crazy thing about it is a lot of our people, we scared of the corona, but we still hitting the blunt.
Right. Hey, scared of the Rona. Go ahead, can you go say it? Scared of the Rona, but passing the blunt.
Yeah, passing the blunt. Hey, bro, you got 5 on it.
6 mouths on it.
Right.
5-6 miles, no mask, no protection. But when they go outside, bro, you got the corona.
You got to
Hey,
put
You
your
got the
mask on.
Rona.
Can't
Put
come
your
in.
mask on.
And
6 feet.
while they passing that joint, they got the mask right here on the chin. They pulled it down.
man.
They pulled it down so they hit the joint.
And they be like, bro, I'm really stressing right now. My baby mama, she asking for that child support.
Officer, hey, pull that one you had.
Hey, watch this. And they don't even know. They don't even know that the body that they're in, it don't even belong to them.
Yeah.
It don't even belong to them. Watch this. Go to First Corinthians and read verse 1 Corinthians 6, read verse 19.
1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost,
God says your body belongs to him. It's the temple of the Holy Ghost, read.
which is in you,
Uh-huh.
which ye have of God,
Come on.
and ye are not your own.
You are what?
Ye are not your own.
You don't belong to yourself. You didn't design yourself. You know how when you got a car and do you go to the car manufacturer's manual to see what the car needs?
Right.
You don't know what you need.
Right.
You don't
right.
You don't put water in where the gas got to be.
Right. You don't do that. You don't put water where oil goes. Read on.
And then you're not going to tell the manufacturer, like, you bought it from them. They made the car, but you're going to tell them what to put in the car.
right.
Exactly.
Right. You don't do that. Come on.
For ye are bought with a price.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, glorify God.
That's why you here. You here to glorify God every day you wake up. Every day he give you breath. You supposed to glorify his name. Read.
Glorify God in your body and in your spirit,
Come on.
which are God's.
It's who?
Which are God's.
God told you can't put weed in
Hey,
there.
let me land. I'm going to land back off you. That's a great precept. I'm going to catch it and dunk it.
Go ahead.
But I'm not in the bubble in Orlando. Hey, Romans 12 and read verse 1. You said glorify God in your body. That is a requirement for all you weed heads out there. And you do not do it by putting the blunt to your lips, puffing it, and then saying, oh man, it's weed. You know, I get more spiritual.
Right.
No, you don't.
Bring it out.
Hey,
You get more wicked.
You know what they say? They say the weed was found in Solomon's temple.
Yeah.
With Queen
That's a-
Queen
that's a-
Sheba.
Why
That's
is
a
it the
crap.
evil?
Read that Romans 12 and 1.
Romans chapter 12 and verse
That's a
1.
load of crap. Go ahead.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God,
Uh-huh.
that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
And the sacrifices that we had to bring to the Most High in the temple, they had to be perfect before God.
right.
You weed heads ain't perfect. You got bad lungs. Right.
You can't even remember where your keys at.
Right. Bad memory.
man.
You couldn't run down half a damn block before passing out. Your body is not perfect. It's not a living sacrifice before God. That's what? Read on in that. That's holy. And
That's-
what else?
acceptable unto God.
It's not acceptable unto God. And ain't no loopholes, ain't no making brownies, ain't no damn putting it in tea.
Bring it
For
out.
all you that want to do that, ain't no getting a weed incense and lightness so you can inhale the air. You just they go put it. Ain't no loopholes with God. God says be sober. Now they know they coming out with all this medical stuff for it. That's a different story. For you Negroes ain't got medical. Most you Negroes ain't got medical issues of why you smoking
They
it.
got no problem.
You smoking because I'm stressed out, man. I'm trying to feel good. I'm trying to get in the mood, man. That's why most Negroes smoke it. So don't try to say, oh, it makes me relax. Negro, read the Bible.
Right. Hey, Cap, can I go back off you?
Hold on. Let me read verse 2 real quick.
That's dude. All praises.
Start a new one.
Hey, good
back.
job. Good job.
Read verse 2 real quick.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
We have to renew our mind for this reason. Then I'm going to let you go back off of me. Go to Colossians chapter 1, verse 21. Colossians 1, verse 21. We got to renew our mind, make it a living sacrifice, which is acceptable to God, not to the world.
Right.
Most brothers smoke weed because their friends smoke it. It's cool. They see it in videos. They see it in movies. That is not acceptable to God. You are following the world, defiling your body. But this is why our minds got to be renewed. Read that for me, officer.
Colossians chapter 1 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
And you that were sometime alienated and enemies in your mind.
We were what?
Enemies in your mind.
You got to renew your mind because you enemies toward God in your mind. By what way? Read on.
By wicked works.
By wicked works.
Damn.
That's why you got to renew your mind. Everything you think is right, it is wicked in the eyes of God, and you are his enemy. That's thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Now, Officer Lyell, go ahead and land back off of me.
Let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 and 3. This is for all you people that got that thought in your mind like smoke is okay. The first thing you do when you smoke is cough. You reject it. Read that. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 3.
I got it for him here. Wisdom of Solomon.
Chapter 7 and
Verse 3.
7 and verse 3. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
And when I was born, I drew the common air.
I did what?
I drew the common air.
I puffed a big blunt and blew the smoke out.
I drew the common air.
That is natural. That's how you present your body in the glorification of God.
That's heavy right there.
Drew in the
Hey, that's
common
good.
air. God didn't put smoke for you to
Right,
breathe in.
Right.
The hell
You
is
put
this?
the weed smoke in
Right.
there.
If it's natural.
Oh, that's good. That's heavy right there. That's
a
heavy.
cold
Servant.
preset.
Hey, let's go to the next top story that we got here. It looks like Lauryn Hill's daughter speaks out
Oh man.
about, I guess, quote unquote, she was abused by her mother. You know, that's really what you're looking at. This is just the product of growing up with money.
Bring it out.
That's what it is. Growing up around white folk, this is the thoughts that you be having. Now, I'm not, she might have went through some trauma, whatever. I wasn't in the household. But the words that came out of her mouth was the product of growing up around white folk and not in the hood where we all grew up in. Because
Right.
you would have never said nothing like this. Pull up the article for us. Read that for us, Lauryn Hills.
So this is the griot. Lauryn Hill's daughter opens up about absent dad, Rohan Marley.
Rohan Marley. So, Lauryn Hill, I guess she didn't marry him or divorce him or something, but he wasn't in that household with that young lady. And she was raised by Lauryn Hill, that one classic album sister that everybody
There you
still
go.
bang, man.
Till this day.
Till this day. But go to the article real quick. Let's read that. Can you zoom in for us?
And she
Zoom
named
in.
her after Salah. She named her Salah.
Yeah. Because in Lauryn Hill's music, she got songs. I think her son's name is Zion.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Zion.
knows she's Israel.
Yeah, she knows she's Israel. She made a
She made a whole
what
album.
was that thing called
Unplugged, MTV.
Unplugged.
MTV
Yeah,
Unplugged.
she got like a song "Oh Jerusalem" and Adam lives in theory, all of it. Yeah, but she knows she's Israel though, to a certain extent. Everybody ain't
their
got the
own
knowledge,
little twist.
right? But go back to it and let's read that real quick.
Salah Marley, the 21-year-old daughter of Lauryn Hill and Rohan Marley, took to Instagram on Monday to share a video in which she gets candid about her relationship with her parents. In the now deleted clip, Marley called her mother an amazing woman, but revealed she was also very angry and oftentimes impossible to talk to.
Dang, go ahead.
She was just very angry. So angry. She was literally not easy to talk to, and then half the time we didn't live with her, she said.
Dang, that's because she's on the road. That's the
Right.
price of fame right
Yep,
there.
yep.
You gonna be on the road, and your kids are going to be raised by, and I think she said it here, her grandmother. Go back to
Oh,
it.
was his grandmother that raised her?
I think so.
Yep, I lived
Yeah.
with my grandparents
there
half
you
the
go.
time. It's crazy. I'm playing this trauma back in my head as I speak to you.
So when you chasing money, give me that in 1 Timothy chapter 6 real quick. Let you know that price of fame to follow after
There you go. Yep.
Satan. No matter you got good intentions, you're gonna have to do something that is outside the guidelines of God and give up something. 1 Timothy chapter 6, and I want to read verse 9 and 10.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
But they
Read it quick.
that will be rich fall into temptation and
Uh-huh.
a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and
Read.
perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Money is not evil. It's the love of it. It's the coveting of money, right? Read on.
Which while some coveted after,
Uh-huh.
they have erred from the faith
Err from the faith.
and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Many sorrows is going into you can't even see your kids half the time.
Right.
Many sorrows is because you got to be on the road. You got to do concerts. You got to do interviews. Your kids are being neglected, raised by their grandparents, growing up with all type of lifetime trauma and pain.
Yeah, it's a lot of sorrows. I think she did. How long was the video? About 2 hours or hours?
Yeah, it was 2 hours.
2 hours, right? And she even went into where she even dabbled with homosexuality.
That sister did?
Yeah, the daughter. She has.
Wow.
She said she had a girlfriend.
Oh, man.
It was that bad, and that's what happens. The father's not there. Mother, of course, you can't really depend on the mom to actually look over the daughter. The scripture says that.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened. She fell into homosexuality as well.
Go back to the article real quick. Because it's a key point in there. Read that next part. Marley.
Marley also recalled how the singer would spank her children with a belt, which she described as slave-ish.
Yeah. Slave-ish. See, I told you that's the that's the product of growing up with money. That you think a whooping is slave-ish.
Right.
Give me that in Sirach chapter 30.
Bring it out.
That's not slave-ish. That's God
There you go.
correction.
Right.
That's godly correction. And it's a certain way God tells you to do it too, so you don't get into the point of abuse with your kids. Give me that Sirach 30 and read verse 1.
Sirach chapter 30 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
He that loveth his son causeth him off to feel the rod.
God says if you love your kids, you will discipline them. You will whoop them. Read.
That he may have joy of him in the end.
If you don't discipline your kids young, they're going to end up somewhere in damn Chirac shooting everybody up. Damn. Jump down to verse 12 because God gives you details of how to discipline your kids with the rod. Read that.
Verse 12. Bow down his neck while he is young and beat him on the side.
God says beat him on the side. Don't let him hit you with those fake crocodile tears. You know how it is. You whoop a kid. You be spanking him on the butt. You ain't hitting nothing but pepper.
Right.
Sometimes the kids will hit you with the tears before you even come.
They
know you coming, so they go, oh.
I'm okay, I'm good now.
As soon as you get done with the correction, the tears dry right up. You
Right.
ain't even crying. You got me good. And now you can't go back and do it. They got you. They acting. So God said to make sure you get them, hit them on them sides, on them thighs.
That's right.
Tear them up.
They catch the sisters all the time.
Yeah. They do.
Cap.
They get the sisters.
You know what that grandmother was doing?
What?
You mind if I just pull one
No.
scripture?
Go to verse 12. Read it again.
Verse 12. Bow down his neck while he is young.
There you go.
And beat him on the side.
While he's young. And the problem with too many people that try to correct, they try to wait till they 15, 16, 17, 18.
Right.
19. It's too late.
They don't fear you no more. They ain't scared.
Nah, it's
They
too late.
they have built a resistance already. I already know I know how to time the belt. I know how to dodge the shoes. The Chiclenta ain't working anymore. I already know, man. Real quick, jump up to verse 11.
Verse 11. Give him no liberty.
No locked doors in the house.
That's right.
No locked doors. That way you
heavy.
keeping a watchful eye of all those demons in each child.
Right.
Because remember, in the youth, there's a lot of demons swimming around them.
Right.
So you got to make sure you don't give them no breaks. Keep a watchful eye over them because once you let up off of them, guess what's gonna happen?
They go fight a sister.
Right. If you watch the video, you're just gonna be like, damn. Somebody didn't beat her enough. Right. That's all it is.
Hey.
And she complained over that. She was like, they argued amongst themselves. Mother and father was arguing, and then he would just get up and leave.
Hey, and that's right there is living proof that a woman, you cannot raise kids by yourself.
okay.
You're
Bring
not
it out.
meant to do that. No matter, I know some of y'all put into those tough situations where the man leave, but that's not your makeup and your character. You're forced into a role that God did not intend for you to be in for the first place.
Right.
It's man and it's woman and it's children. That is the structure of
That's
a
right.
family. That's godly ordained. Hey, now you know she mentioned about absent father Rohan, right? Go to Sirach 42. I just want to touch that real quick about how daughters growing up, even young men, but daughters growing up without a father, it does something to them psychologically. It hinders them to a certain extent. Some overcome it, some don't. But read that in Sirach 42 and 9.
Sirach chapter 42 and verse 9.
This is what every daughter wants.
The father waketh for the
The
daughter
father looks over the daughter is what it's saying. Read on.
when no man knoweth,
Uh-huh.
and the care for her taketh away sleep.
Read.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated.
Every daughter wants a father to watch
right.
over them,
That's
to
right.
be that protector, right? Daddy, they daddy's little girl, and this Selah, her name's Selah Marla, right?
Selah, yeah.
She didn't get to experience that as a child growing up because her father was not there, and you see how that led to other the mind wandering into lesbianism and. You know, and she might have came back on Twitter and said my mom's an amazing mother. I guarantee you she got some resentment toward her
Yeah,
mama.
she said it. She said it in the video.
Okay.
When you watch the video, I could only watch like 45 minutes, and that was it. But that was a prime example of what happened. Just like the scripture you just brought out, Cap. The father's not there. Now who was going to replace it?
Yeah.
Satan stepped in. Satan stepped in and replaced her father, who was supposed to be that power in the house, that guide, that hedge. Because eventually a daughter, she looks for that. And when she grows up, she wants the same example of her father.
Yeah.
Right.
But if not, if she doesn't have it, Satan will take over and raise that child.
And a lot of times when they don't have that father in the household, what happens is women don't understand what love looks like between a husband and a wife, a man and a woman, and they end up with the bottom of the barrel scumbag Negroes that treat them wrong, and then the cycle repeats of baby mama abuse kids and all over. But that's why we got to go to the Bible, because that breaks generational curses that we have as people. All right.
That's right.
Hey. So with that, we are going to go to. We got a new segment here. Let's go to IUIC reports with Officer Lyle.
Here we go. All right. So we got the IUIC reports is African leaders. Let's pull that up.
year before, the Congo had been torn apart by a brutal civil war. America and the Soviet Union backed opposite sides. The policy of the new Kennedy administration was to fight the spread of communism in Africa.
Et le camarade président se lève en ce moment-là, c'est de moi qu'ils ont besoin. Il sort les mains en l'air, je précise bien, les mains en l'air. Il a été froidement abattu, sans résistance.
All right, so stay tuned. That was IYC African Leaders. That was the reports for this weekend. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with this commercial break.
Four Corner News.
Shalom, Israel. Most High in Christ bless. Israel United in Christ presents to you the Hebrews Journal, the news from our world. Informative articles on marriage, health, and current events for the building of our nation. Download your free copy today by visiting israelunite.org. Shalom.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
This is the kind of monsters we're dealing with. And you running and you think we're the wolf pack? We were the ones that was dragged and brought over here on the slave ships, and you made a monster out of us.
We spirit you rolling with. Either you rolling with the spirit of Satan and who's waiting for the lake of fire, or you're gonna roll with the spirit of Christ.
Created, manufactured right here in the Americas. Don't slip on that. This new Negro that we see today was a creation.
If you walking around worrying about your breath when you know death and destruction is everywhere, nigga, you gonna die.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
Welcome back to Four Corners News, where truth speaks.
That's right.
That's right. Welcome back. Hey, it's time for some international news. Play that.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, so here, let's get that first article going for international news.
What we got?
What we got? Come
Tech
on now.
team, where we at? There we go.
There
Blow
we
that
go.
up.
Blow it up, blow it up.
All right. So this is the RT question more news. Amazon pulls disgusting, realistic child sex dolls from
Oh, man.
from website in France.
So now they making sex dolls in child form now.
Come on now, dog.
And I'm not surprised, France being one of the 7 heads too. I'm not surprised. Read it on. Go ahead, pull it up. Pull up the scripture. Pull up the article.
Amazon, move it over just a tad bit.
And it's Amazon. Come on.
Amazon France has withdrawn advertisement for child-sized realistic sex dolls following a campaign by activists. However, worldwide laws against the dolls remain scant, and Amazon's enforcement is lacking. When screenshots of the dolls surfaced online over the weekend, French anti-pedophile activist group AIVI alerted the authorities on Monday. Adrian Taquit.
Scroll down to the picture.
Wow, I can't believe
Look
it.
at that.
I can't believe this.
Unbelievable.
That's
unbelievable.
crazy.
This is the doll that they had up circulating to be sold to pedophiles online.
Amazing.
This country is really based off pushing off wickedness. It's based off pulling off wickedness. That's pretty much it. You got to think about it. What's lodged in these people's mind to even make that? That means you got to have some type of power, some level of money in order for you to make those sex dolls.
But as you know, evils are increases on the earth. It's increasing. This is nothing new. Well, we're not surprised because the scriptures already warned us that sin will multiply upon the earth. Real quick, give me 2nd Ezra.
Bring that out.
2
Bring that
and
out.
8. 2nd Ezra 2 and 8. Damn.
This
Child dolls.
This is shocking.
Yeah, so they went from having grown-sized women dolls, right? And where you could, if it feels natural, like a natural woman, right?
That's crazy.
Now they appeasing their pedophiles now. Read that scripture. Unbelievable.
2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Woe be unto thee, Assure, thou that hiddest the unrighteous in thee.
Come on.
O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah?
You hear what God said? God said, remember what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. What was the judgment for Sodom and Gomorrah?
Right.
Bring it out. What was the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah?
Right.
Bring it out. Read on.
Whose land lieth in clods of pitch.
God reminds us that it was fire that rained on Sodom and Gomorrah.
Bring it out.
For what? Let's get Sirach chapter 18, verse 30.
Bring it out.
Sirach 18, verse 30.
Sirach chapter 18 and verse 30.
Bring it out.
Go not after thy lust.
After your what?
Go not after thy lust.
Come on.
But refrain thyself from thine appetites.
Come on.
If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock.
Lusting after children is an inordinate affection.
That's right.
That's an inordinate affection. It's not of God. So now you have the world catering, marketing this filth to our people. Look, you see that in France.
You know what they're doing? They are trying to normalize it by bringing a sex doll first, and then later down the line, they're going to start bringing out, what it's called again? Nabla, man, boy, lover, booty, lover, ageism. That's what it's called.
The hell is
and
this?
this is what they doing. You mind if I just pull the scripture?
Go ahead.
Go to Ecclesiastes 7 and 29. Bring that out. Because at the end of the day, this country, it gots to go. It got to burn with fire. Nuclear fire.
That's right.
America. Bring that out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 29.
And France too. That's what we talking about. We talking about France. Bring that out.
Lo, this only have I found, that God have made man upright.
God made man upright. Bible is upright. Man follows Bible, makes you upright. But this is what happens. Read.
But they have sought out many inventions.
The many inventions is that little sex doll that you see by Amazon. That means you had to have a mindset to sit there, go to the factory.
Right.
Okay, how are we gonna make this? What's the flesh gonna feel like?
Right.
What color is it gonna be?
Let's get
and how tall is she gonna be? Do we want to make her like a baby, or do we want to make her a toddler?
Pull up
a
the picture.
4-year-old? That means you gotta sit there in a council room full of directors,
Pull up the
leaderboard people, smart
Look,
people.
Hold on. Go back to the
Come
picture.
on now.
And do it.
Look.
Come on now.
Can you blow
dog.
up? Can you scroll down and blow up
Hey,
the picture?
scroll it down.
And blow it up.
Go to the other pictures. What
Blow
the
it
hell
up.
is this?
Blow it up.
Wow.
With a snack, a kid snack in
Oh,
the
hell no.
in the hand.
And you-
Don't click it.
Oh, don't click the
Wow.
other one. No, stay right there. 'cause
Don't
it's
click
dead.
it.
They like, how innocent are we gonna sit there and make
That's
that little
exactly what happens right
little
there.
baby?
Go ahead. Read the features
So
real quick. Read the
features. This is crazy. Oral sex.
Oh.
No.
You gotta be a sicko to do something like this.
Very
And then-
realistic.
Hey, look up the pounds.
Very realistic, like a girl with real flat breast. Real flat breast.
So they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what the aim for. The aim was young children, young child. Their target market or their marketing target was pedophiles, old men. They call them what? Vultures. That's the name. Vultures.
That was dumb as hell.
Go ahead and get that.
You got it? Go to Obadiah 1:18. Bring that out for Cap. This is what the scripture says about what's going to happen right here. In America, Babylon the Great, which you so love. France, which you so love. Russia, which you so love.
Right.
Read that for Cap.
Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them.
They shall what?
Kindle in them.
Come on.
And devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
That means all that filth that they marketed, all that abominable acts that they marketed, it will be burnt up. But same way Sodom and Gomorrah was burnt up, God prophesied that it will all be burnt up.
That's right.
Cap, let me just land back off you.
No, I heard, officer, you had something, right? Didn't you have something? That was it? Okay,
Go to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 15. Hebrews 12, verse 15. This is the reason, Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. This is the reason why America and all of its allies is going to be burnt up with fire.
That's right.
This is the reason why. Read that.
Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 16.
Bring it out.
Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Who?
As Esau.
The so-called white man. The French white man.
Right.
The, what you call it? Russian white man. German white man.
Bring it out.
Read.
Dutch. Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Read.
For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
He was what?
He was rejected.
Not only that God is going to burn him up, God already rejected him from the beginning because of all the evil inventions that he's pushing throughout the earth. He's trying to normalize it because his soul that is within him ain't upright.
Yeah.
Read.
Right?
For he found no place of repentance.
No place of what?
Of repentance.
Here you go.
Real quick, before we wrap it up, I want to pull one more scripture. Go to Revelations 18 and where I want. Give me 9.
Revelations chapter 18 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And the kings of the earth.
And the what?
The kings of the earth.
That's all the reigning leaders on the planet right now. You France,
Bring it
Russia.
out.
Read.
Who have committed fornication.
Who committed what?
Fornication.
That means they accepted this crap in their country. Because now, remember now, you have some countries who refuse the nonsense America is pushing. But as you see the filth of America begin to rise, certain countries will allow this. That's them committing fornication. Come on.
And live deliciously.
They what?
Live deliciously.
What's the name of the owner of Amazon again? Bring it out. Bezos. Bezos. Jeff Bezos. He is benefiting off this.
Right.
With this filth. Read on.
And live deliciously with her.
Come on.
Shall bewail her. And lament for her.
And what?
Lament for her.
Come on.
When they see the smoke.
See the what?
The smoke of her burning.
That's guaranteed.
That's right.
The scriptures cannot be broken. Destruction because of all the abominations of what this dragon is doing in all corners of the earth. God said everyone will lament.
That's right.
So after this commercial break, we'll be right back.
Here we go.
All praise.
Four Corner News, where truth speaks.
They try to put us under. They try to put us under. They try to put us under. No longer we a teachers be moved to a corner. But we rise to the summit. And we rise like the center. I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water, I'm Bobby Boucher. I'm Bobby Boucher. When it comes to that water.
Like Bobby Boucher, I'm cooking my ways. Building up my faith. I'm on my way. Walking through them gates. Hoping that I get saved.
They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will I teach you be moved to a corner. They try to put us under, but we rise to the summit. No longer will I teach you be moved to a corner.
We the best like Ali, without the shakes. Heathens burn at noonday, call it wake and bake. Water rising up, understanding, make you elevate. Water boys with fridges on, drink and hydrate. Young man, endure to the end, every night I pray. Make sure you stay thirsty for the word, that's what Captain say. Drinking this rock, you never thirst again, that's what Jesus say. Make it so you may die in this life and never pass away. They try to
Four Corner News.
Welcome back to
Four Corners News,
where truth speaks. I am Captain Zakar, and to my left,
Captain Severus.
to my far left,
Officer Azaniah.
and to my right,
Officer Daniel.
and to my far right,
Officer Lael.
and we make up
Four Corners News.
That's right. Let's get into tonight's main topic. Hey, we going right back at it because we didn't get it all out last week.
Right
hey,
out.
go to that. I don't even want to say the acronym. WAP, whores and prostitutes. Go to that.
Oh, damn. He done made a new name.
Read that for us. Hey, this is from a director of videos, and let's and see what he says about the video that Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion did. Read that.
Robbie Starbuck says, I've directed rap videos for Eve, Snoop Dogg, Gucci Mane, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Yachty, Machine Gun Kelly, Akon, and more. I'm not approved.
He ain't an old man. Go ahead.
Art can be crazy. WAP by Cardi B is not art.
Uh-huh.
It's just disgusting. It's not empowering. It's degrading. It's trash.
Go ahead.
Vile trash poisoning you.
Vile trash. This is from a director, a video director. Right. And you know, that thing got all kind of colors and all kind of special effects and things in it. And he said, this stuff is trash.
Yeah. Because eventually what you're going to have is little girls mimicking the dance moves. It's okay to, touch the other girl. That's everything. And how many hits? I bet the number's
over
what?
100 million
100
now,
million
man.
now.
100 million in a week. Wait till we go on in this topic, Cap. You're going to see it, how it's affecting the youth. Let's go to the next little image, because he had multiple quotes on tweet. He was going off. He was ranting on that thing. Read them kind of quick. Look at this.
So Robbie Starbuck says, exhibiting A.
Y'all remember her from last week, right?
Proving my point that WAP by Cardi B is degrading, trash, poisoning the minds of our youth. By the way, when did it become cool for brands like Apple?
Apple, because they the one hosted that Ho Talk that they had.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was a Ho Talk, really.
Right.
Man,
Whole
Apple.
council.
Whole council.
It was whole
Council for
It was
Hoes.
a convention.
A convention, right. Go back to it.
That's crazy.
Read that.
To be a when did brands like Apple to be a platform promoting sucking and being a hoe to kids.
To kids, because they can see that stuff was live. Yeah. You know how many kids got little iPods, and how many kids got iPhones that can tap into that stuff on iTunes Music? Especially now with a lot of kids being home from for the
COVID-19
stuff.
Right. You got the kids like this. Mama, I want to be a hoe.
Yeah, right.
I want to be a hoe
iPad
when I
just
grow
like
up.
that. Oh, I want to be this.
Yeah,
Should I be this for Halloween?
Right.
They don't see the danger in what they promoting right now.
Yeah.
You know, we hear all the sad stories of, oh, I got raped when I was young, and you hear all these sad stories. By them promoting this movement right here and allowing this to filter into the minds of our children, they are opening the doors for molesters.
Yep.
They are opening up the doors for pedophiles.
Sex traffickers.
That's what they're doing, because once these young girls begin to exhibit this conduct,
Yeah.
you know, that nature dressing crazy and you know twisting and dancing crazy, that you just open up the floodgates.
Right. Now you're going to start having. It's even worse with pedophiles looking at young kids.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have men who don't even look at young kids like that. When them kids of a certain age, teenagers, whatever it might be, start moving and gyrating their body like a grown woman, those eyes that never thought of talking to a girl underage, now they're going to start looking right at them.
Yep.
Right.
Like, she's ready. Look at how she's moving. Cardi B done taught her how to be a hoe for me.
But wasn't she the one that was talking about, oh, I liberate, my music liberate all the hoes?
She did. And then she shook like,
And she shook like that. But what happens when the same...
I feel liberated.
I feel liberated.
Right.
I just feel free. I just want to empower women to do whatever they want to do. Now, when she's empowering all these women, is she's going to empower the same women when they catch STDs?
She don't know him no more.
She don't know him no more. Girl, that was you. You got to play the game
you
safe.
Wasn't careful.
You wasn't careful.
You got to be careful, ho. No, you can't do that. Can't be, Go
Bring it out.
Pictures. Flip through more of those pictures, because he said some more. Let's read through them quick, because we got more to get
Robbie
to.
Starbucks says the amount of hate I'm getting for saying that we should reject this garbage as a society is crazy. Some sick peoples even threaten my kids by name.
Read them. Just read them through.
Ask yourself why you're so offended by someone wanting better for our youth, someone believing women are more valuable than this.
Go to the next one. Read that.
If you're defensive over it, it's because deep down you know it's wrong. You know we made a wrong turn as a culture when millions of kids are listening to a song called Wet.
Millions of kids are listening to that. I said that last week. Most of them views came from kids that are at home from school and got YouTube right in front of their face on their phone. Parents at work, those are kids filling up those views of that video. Go back.
Not only YouTube, Spotify,
all
of
them
them
all
different
of them, all the
streaming
platforms.
software.
Read on.
This week, and being told by a celebrity they look up to that they should aspire to be a hoe.
Aspire to be a hoe. Go ahead. Is that it on that? Is any more? Yeah, read that one.
It's almost worse because it's marketed to every kid with a screen on a website.
He ain't lying. Go ahead.
That too many parents think is safe for their kids to browse YouTube.
You better be.
Bring
You
it
got
out.
your kids with a phone. You better be checking their phone. They better not have a lock on their. Why kids gotta have a lock on their phone? Obviously, they're trying to hide something from you.
There you go.
Go to the next one. I think it's one more. Yeah, read that one.
Big difference. I don't want Cardi B to not have the right to make her trash. I just want us to all reject it. This is nothing like rock and roll in the 50s. It's full-blown promotion of sex work.
It's full-blown promotion of sex work through music, through lyrics, through visuals, and it's free. It's promotion of sex work, and it's free, and it's called entertainment. It's called liberating. It's called women's suffrage rights. That's what it's called. Hey, give me Deuteronomy 23 and 17, and let's let all the hoes know what God says.
Bring it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
It shall be no whores of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian women.
That's right.
There shall be no hoes in God's house.
That's right.
Still to this day.
Right.
To this day. Read it again.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read it again.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read on.
Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
And you man can't walk around switching.
There you go.
Right.
They hit both, Cap. They had the flag in the background while it was twerking.
Yep.
They
Right.
hit both.
Putting dresses on.
And probably some of them was men. We don't know.
He probably
We
was.
don't know.
Hey, and you know what?
2020.
I saw something too, doing research for this stuff. what's that dude's name? He dressed up like Oprah and did like he had a video. He
Lil
dressed
Yachty.
up. Lil Yachty.
Oh, man.
That Negro was on Twitter flossing his painted nails like this.
Oh!
Cap, once you go off into
Oh,
coloring
man.
your braids, you done for. That's it. You done. You like all it just takes for you to go
Yeah, you
one
on your
hand
way.
movement and you like
You on your
just
way.
you're on your way.
You just color
That's a
another body
gateway.
part.
Yeah.
Hey,
Damn. So,
read Deuteronomy
yeah,
23,
hey,
17.
hey, that's heavy what he said now.
One more time.
Coloring your hair is a gateway to femininity, to be feminine.
Femininity.
Yeah.
Feminized.
Feminized. There you go.
Femininity.
Feminized.
All the letters.
Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 17.
Read it again for him.
There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel,
Thus saith the Lord. Read.
nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
You better straighten up your wrist,
That's
boy.
right. That's right.
Name jiggly.
You better. Hey, and that last post that brother made, well, not a brother, but whatever he is, I don't know what nationality he is, but he said it's full-blown sex work promoted to kids through the screens of YouTube, Spotify, Apple, whatever it might be. And he's not lying. Go to the article of the research done of what happens when you listen to that type of music. And it ain't just Cardi B music. It's that Luke did what did Luke used to make back in the day? Uncle Luke, yeah, that was his name. Uncle Luke used to make at Two Live Crew.
2 Live Crew, yeah, that was them.
That Too Short music, he used
Right.
to make it too, or any rapper that be making music like that.
Right.
It ain't right. It's filthy communication. You got to repent from it. Make spiritual music.
That's right.
But it's going to take the Spirit of God to be in you to make that kind of music. Go to the article. Read that. Read that for us, officer.
This is KLTV. Study. Sexy music triggers teen sex. Teens who
Hold on. Read that again.
Sexy music triggers teen sex.
It does. We all
do.
been teenagers before.
Right.
Bring it out, Cap.
We know what that music did to our mental, the thoughts it put in our head.
Yeah. Before you even started talking to a sister or throwing your game, you would memorize one of your favorite songs,
Right.
which was 80% filthy as hell,
Yep.
and you would regurgitate the same thing,
Yep.
hoping that it would snag that sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it.
We all guilty, Cap. We all guilty. But we repented.
That's right.
And now that we repented, it's our job to go out and warn the people.
That's right.
But Cap, matter of fact, because because the sister Cardi B, she actually have a lot of not too much understanding right now, but before she was spitting some type of understanding of slavery and where she came from, right? But watch this. I can get a script, Cap.
Go ahead.
Go to Luke chapter 12 and read verse 34, because a lot of that music is not driven from them.
Bring it out.
Some of that music, there's always somebody whispering in their ear, giving them the agenda, and they do it. They follow that for what? The bag. The bag, right?
Right.
Bring it out.
Watch this. Read
Luke
that.
chapter 12 and verse 34. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
So when they directors and music producers, executives, when they tell them, listen, I want you to twerk, I want you to put this on, I want the back of the scenery to be this flag.
They camouflage it like we're going to set it up like this.
Right.
You know, this is going to be the new thing.
Right.
Y'all going to be the new
And they accept it because their heart is where the bag is.
Bring it out.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah, just look at I don't know if y'all see it. What's called that gold digging prank? They trick.
Oh yeah. What they like
They'll pull a nice car, like a Ferrari, whatever, and then they'll talk to the sister, and then next thing you know, they'll show her the car, and next thing you know, she'll change her attitude
Immediately.
That's that's a hoe.
That's hoeing.
That's hoe right now. Just because you saw the flashy car or the chains on them, and then I don't have a boyfriend. But initially, she told the brother, yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Right. Not interested.
You seen that? There's a lot of those things going on.
Yeah.
And why? That's just showing you have no value. These women do not value themselves at all.
Yeah. That's why they need to hear the word of God
Right.
and apply the word of God.
That's right.
Go back to the article and let's read a few of those paragraphs real quick.
Teens who
Scroll down a little bit. Go ahead, read it.
Teens who iPods are full of music with raunchy, sexual lyrics start having sex sooner than those who prefer other songs, a study found.
A study found. Go ahead.
Whether it's hip hop, rap, pop, or rock, much of the popular music aimed at teens contains sexual overtones. Its influence on their behavior appears to depend on how the sex is portrayed, researchers found. Songs depicting men as sex-driven studs.
Sex-driven studs. You know, that's that music. I got all the hoes and,
Right.
you know, all of that. That's sex-driven studs. Go
Basically,
ahead.
the whole rap game.
Yep. Go ahead.
Women as sex objects and with explicit references to sex acts are more likely to trigger early sexual behavior than those where sexual references are more veiled and relationships appear more committed. The study found
that references veil means that, like, you know, like the old school music back in the 70s and stuff, they talked a little bit about the stuff that they talk about today with music, but it was more coded language.
Right.
Where a young adult really couldn't understand what he was talking. It sounded like love to them in their ears when they heard it. The music now, hey, where the hoes at? Bring the hoe. You know, we up all night. We popping bottles, pull champagne on the hoe. I bust it. She bust it wide open. She do a little bit something strange for a piece of change.
Right.
It's straight, direct, telling the kids, painting a picture in their mind. This is what you do. This is exactly how you do it. And that's why the kids are having sex at younger ages now.
Cap, you know what they call it in today's term? They say she's for the streets.
Dang.
That means she doesn't have a home, but she's for the streets. Anybody in the streets could go ahead and nab
As long
her.
as you got a little bit of money or flashy cars, she's down for it. Damn. Can't have that. Go back to it. Let's go back and finish out that.
Teens who said they listened to lots of music with degrading sexual messages were almost twice as likely to start having intercourse or other sexual activities within the following 2 years.
2 years of pumping that stuff into their ear. Sex comes right after of it. Go ahead. Go back to it.
As were teens who listened to little or no sexual degrading music. Among heavy listeners.
Heavy listeners. These the kids that they when they walk out their house in the morning, they got their earbuds in. They get on the bus, they got their earbuds in. They get off the bus, they got their earbuds in. When they get out of school, they got the earbuds in. They going back home, they got their earbuds in. Them kids are listening to that stuff heavy. Look at the statistics on it.
51%.
Half of the kids, more than half, go ahead,
started having sex within 2 years.
That's how they be in the locker room, in the boys' locker room. That's how they be coming home late. That's how they'll cut school.
Right.
And be laid out, stretched out on the couch, and you at work, and then the boy is gone before you even come back.
Yeah. With that music playing in the background.
With that music playing in the
crazy.
background.
I witnessed to that when back in high school when Lil Wayne came out with that "Every Girl in the World" song.
Oh yeah.
I started getting more sexual active back in the world.
See, there we
So
go.
it's so bad where you have R&B
confessions,
R&B singers. R&B. There's not R&B singers anymore. They straight rappers.
Yeah. Right.
They'll sing a little bit, sing the hook, and then next thing you know, they rapping the next verse.
Right into the sex.
So,
That's it.
so basically, what they doing, they programming our young daughters to be whores. So basically, that's how they start dipping the youth into, like, something that's called OnlyFans. I'm not sure if y'all heard of that.
Yeah, I heard of that.
OnlyFans is basically like you could be basically you sell.
It's basically porn. You paying for porn.
You're paying for porn, or you're being a escort or a prostitute.
Yeah.
Basically, by every month, if you look good, you have some type of shape, some type of body, you post pictures out there. You got your little subscribers.
They gotta pay to subscribe to watch you.
They got to pay to subscribe to watch you.
Wow. Man,
that's how they program you. That's how they program you. That's the
new.
next level of whoredom.
That's wicked. Hey,
making new beverages.
hey, go read that last paragraph on that exposure real quick.
Among heavy listeners,
Yeah, read that real quick.
51% started having sex within 2 years.
Jump down to the next one.
Exposure to lots of sexual degrading music.
Rap music.
Gives them a specific message about sex.
Specific, exactly how to do it. Read on.
Said lead author Stephen Martino, a researcher for Rand Corp in Pittsburgh. Boys learn they should be relentless in pursuit of women and
Look
girls.
at that.
Man.
Learn to view themselves as sex objects, he said.
It is. Give me that 1 Corinthians 15:33, man. The
Bring it out.
statistics show it. They've done the surveys on it, and yet and still, we as a people, and all the problems and troubles we got as a nation, still allowing our kids to pump that filthy music into their ears and into their eyes. Shame on us as a nation. 1 Corinthians 15:33.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33.
Bring
it out.
Be not deceived. Evil communications.
Rap music is evil communication. This R&B music today is evil communication. Those WAP video, evil communication. Whatever, name it, whatever it might be. If it goes against the laws, statutes, and commandments of God, it's evil communication. Right. Read on.
Evil communications corrupt good manners.
It does what?
Corrupt good manners.
It corrupts good manners. Now I want you to go to Ephesians chapter 5. Read 19 and 20.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 19.
What
Bring it
should
out.
be pumped into the ears of our kids, into the ears of our adults? What should we be seeing visually to go and feed our spirit? Read that.
Speaking to yourselves in songs.
In what?
In songs.
Uh-huh.
And hymns.
And hymns.
And spiritual songs.
And what?
Spiritual songs.
God got the answers for everything.
That's right.
If you want to hear some music, it ought to be a what? Read it again.
And spiritual song.
It should be a spiritual song, and you can get all the spiritual songs you want on originalroyalty.com.
That's right. That was not a shameless plug.
That was a shameless plug.
That was.
That was a shameless plug.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, finish it out.
Singing.
You want to sing a song? Go to Original Royalty and listen to those songs.
That's right.
You want to watch a video? Go to Original Royalty on YouTube. Watch those videos. Right. Read on.
And making melody in your heart to the Lord.
You should be listening to the spiritual songs so much that the same way that we used to, when we was back in the day,
Bring it out.
20 years later, we can hear a song from Jay-Z and quote it word for
That's
word.
right.
It should be
Just
that
the
same way right now with spiritual songs. You should be walking around singing that to yourself.
And do it in front of your kids. Do it with your kids. Because you'll have, like, say for instance, what me and my kids do, like after the Sabbath, we'll put on the videos from Original Royalty, and then there's a dance contest going on in the house after the Sabbath.
All praise.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
that way,
right.
You showing your kids this is a delight right here. We're joining the Lord, and you got the good spiritual music going, the Israelite music going. The Lord delights in that thing. And then on the same way, you building up the children to purge out that evil communication.
Yeah, because Cap, what you bringing out, listen, it's real heavy, but Israel have not figured it out yet, because a lot of times when you'll speak to them about this music, they'll say, oh, I just love it because of the beat. That's all I listen to it for, because of the beat. But watch this. Go to Proverbs chapter 18 and read verse 21. Because what he's bringing out is real heavy, and we need to understand this in our nation. Watch this. Read.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Death and life are in the power of the tongue.
And the what?
Cold precept right
Death
there.
and life are in the power of the tongue.
Because these rappers, all these rappers and singers, they don't understand that they have power to affect the nation.
That's heavy.
They have power to affect their people.
Right.
And right now, they're destroying their
That's
people.
heavy, man.
preset.
And just check this out, because we think it's music, and then a lot of time rappers try to put the blame on the parents. You supposed to teach them right from wrong. No, those words, that evil communication is coming out of your mouth, so you are going to have to answer to God for the kid that looked up to you, that believed those lyrics. Like, you was his role model, because the father wasn't there, so how did he learn how to be a man? He listened to 50 Cent.
Right.
He listened to Nelly Tip Drill.
Right.
How she learned how to be a woman? She was watching WAP. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion.
Bring it out.
You gonna have to answer to that if you're a rapper, if you're an entertainer, you're a singer. God don't care if you say, he blessed you with a voice and you just say, this is just entertainment, God. You blessed me with the voice.
I'm acting.
Well, was you singing spiritual songs with that voice I
Right.
gave
Bring
you?
it out.
I'm really not a hoe. I'm just acting.
Oh, you acting? Well, I'm not active burning your ass.
Right.
That's right.
I'm about to act burning you.
Go to Matthew chapter 12.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
We about to put that brother on the show one day as a guest speaker.
Bring it out.
Matthew chapter 12, and it's verse 36, right?
Matthew chapter 12 and verse 36.
Yep.
Bring it out.
But I say unto you that every idle word
Go ahead.
that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
God don't care if you're a rapper. He don't care if you're a singer. Right. Every word, every bar, every hot bar you ever put together. Every melodic melody, every high note you ever hit.
Right.
You gonna be hitting them high notes.
Right, when that fire hit that fire. But you gonna have to answer for that. God, Christ says every idle word. Read verse 37.
Verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified. And by thy words thou shalt be condemned.
You better watch what you say. You better watch what you say. No matter if you're entertained, you got a whole. If you're making millions of dollars selling out shows, or if you the rapper that you famous on SoundCloud.
Bring it out.
He got 10 SoundCloud albums.
10 SoundCloud albums. You better watch what you say, because Jesus is gonna judge you for that thing.
Can I go back again on?
Hold on, real quick too. And parents, I'm gonna give you something to do. A little test. This is how you know if your child been corrupt. They've been listening to worldly music, ungodly music. Make a mistake and just turn on the radio to one of those ungodly stations.
Bring it out
and blast it. Damn. Just let it ride. Look at your rear view and to see if you see your children bouncing to it. Or walk out the room. And walk out the room. Once you walk out the room and you just leave it on. Oh, damn, I made a mistake. I left the song playing. And you catch those kids dancing to it, bopping their head to it. You got them.
Hey, Cap,
light their ass up.
That's a heavy point. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cap. Check this out, Cap. I'm telling you. This is how we know as leaders in this truth that your kids are corrupted. Cause when the new moon hit and the righteous
bring it out.
The righteous music comes on,
Bring it
they
out.
start doing worldly dancing.
Right.
We learn how to do.
Not this one. Hey, Cap, they do this one.
Hold on.
Hey, Cap.
Hell no.
Cap, they be doing this little dance, this little fist pump, and they putting their feet out.
Yeah, they wanna.
Yeah, and you know where they got that? Where they got that dance from? Drake video with a Black Boy JB with nothing but guns in the air, weed smoke.
Your
That's
kids
it.
been corrupted.
That's it. They done.
Israel, you better repent. Hey,
bumper.
let's move on, man. But hey, check this out though. That stuff is going into, is feeding in, is running into society. This is how society's built. They even trying to get your kids hooked in through Netflix. Bring up that article. Show the picture. Show the picture of the thing from Netflix. They had a look at that.
Come on now.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
Yes.
You know them pedophiles really like that show. They subscribe. They that's what they
It's
paying
called
Netflix for.
Cuties. Look at them. Them kids is 11, 12, 10 years old.
The hell is this?
Go to the next picture. Go to the next picture, man. Read that. Cuties coming September 9th. Read the little thing.
Amy, age 11, becomes fascinated with a twerking dance.
Oh, hell no.
What the hell?
Amy,
I
a
guarantee you all of them
twerking dance.
saw the Cardi B video.
Yep. Thank you, Cardi B. Thank you, Megan Thee Stallion.
We appreciate you.
Thank you to all the hoes.
Liberated
This is what you're
hoes.
doing to the youth out here. You need to repent.
That's right.
Go back to it, man. This is a shame. Read that.
Man, hoping to join them, she starts to explore her femininity. Defying
Femininity. Hoism.
Femininity.
The hoe in her. She starts to explore the stuff that she learned from adults. Read on.
Defying her family's tradition.
Go to the next picture. Read that real quick. Look what this sister said. She picked up on it. Read it quick.
Sister Outrider says it is so revealing that the first major Netflix original.
The first major Netflix original film in this kind of fashion. Read.
To censor young black girls hinges on explicitly sexualizing 11-year-old children.
What made you think Netflix to even look at that and be like, oh, we'll get a lot of views from the black audience with this one because this is what they teach their young girls.
Right.
Drop the image, y'all. Drop it. Look at what they do on YouTube. They got twerking compilations.
Instagram.
You got the Vine twerking compilations, and it's filled with young black girls doing that. Netflix said we can make a lot of money from
they
this.
got like videos on there where they got like 4-year-old, 5-year-olds twerking.
Yeah,
on each
we
other.
saw those before.
That's crazy.
They do it at the public parks too. A lot of times when we go out to camp, they right there and we're rebuking the hell.
Dang, that's crazy. That's what made them do that. Go back to it. Finish reading it real quick.
I would have never thought I seen this.
Whether it's acting or music, a sexualized image is too often the price of mainstream success for black women and girls. Disgraceful.
Disgraceful. Go to the article. Go to the article real quick because there was an outcry about this. Now because it was an outcry, now Netflix wants to apologize. Right. But if nobody said anything about sexualizing young black girls, and then they threw a white girl in there to
Just
try to
cover it up.
Yeah.
Make it look good.
To be like, that's not our target audience.
Right. This ain't racial.
We got a lead. We got a main lead. We got a main character that's white.
That's what you call contingency talk. Right there. They threw it out there to see who was going to grab it. If no one took notice, like you said, Cap, it would just went on.
It was well thought out plan. It was a well thought out plan.
Think tank. Yeah, Netflix, they got a whole board of members that approve videos before they let, because they main goal is to what? Get subscribers and make money. So they saw that, they got to watch like they watch the movies, a pilot before it comes on.
How it's supposed to look.
They watch the pilots before it come on, and they all them Edomites, because you know it ain't no black folk in there.
Right.
All the Edomites sit there like,
Approve.
look at how she's shaking that thing. How old is she? How old the kids in this film?
Damn.
Oh, she's 11 years old? Oh, that'll be perfect for the youth.
And a lot of the things is like when you look at these CEOs, they are some of the ones that's into pedophilia.
Yeah.
Just like how you got, what's his name? Stern?
Epstein.
Yep. And they have little sex rings and all this other stuff. I mean, you have to have money to be able to get your way in Babylon the Great.
Yeah, right. They the main ones that's getting caught up in those cases.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
And they get off scot-free.
Hey, go to the article. Let's read that.
Los Angeles Times. Netflix apologizes after thousands call to remove film that sexualizes young girls.
Now they want to take it off. But like we said, if nobody look, go back up. Go show the picture. Look at that. Look
crazy.
at that, man.
Who's in the forefront right there?
A black girl right in the front. And then they try to make it biracial. You saw
Cap,
that?
Cap, you know, yeah, they did. But Cap, you know where they got that pose from? They get their pose from their mama.
Damn.
Teach them go on Instagram.
Hey, I'm laying back and go to Ezekiel 16.
Here we go.
Because check this out. They are just acting in that video, but as an actor, you got to learn those things from somewhere, right? Ezekiel 16:44.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44.
Bring it out.
Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother,
so
is her daughter.
If the mother's wicked, if the mother is okay with whoredom, then the daughter will be okay with whoredom and sexualizing her body.
And you got to shame the parents for allowing their daughters to act in the movie Cuties. Twerk.
Bring it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Where's the parents?
Shame on y'all parents.
Only if y'all was here. Shame.
Hey, the scriptures speak about that too. Where is it at? In Leviticus. Go to Leviticus. Because like I said, the mother, as is the mother, so is the daughter. That's why the law says that. This in Leviticus. I think it's 19:29.
Yep. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse
29. Yeah.
Verse 29.
Bring it out.
Do not prostitute thy daughter.
That's prostituting your daughter, whether it be a movie, because at the end of the day, are they working for free in that movie? No. They getting paid. You're prostituting your daughter for money.
Right.
And even if they ain't getting paid, you letting them have boyfriends, you're prostituting your daughter. Because what you're doing is you're teaching her how to exist with a man, how to cope with a man, how to get along with a man. You do this, do that with him, do this.
Right.
You're teaching your daughter how to prostitute her body until she, quote unquote, find the right one.
Right. Try everybody before you figure out who you really want to be with.
Cap, you know why they doing that? The mothers are doing that because they are trying to fill the void for their daughter because the father was never there.
Yeah, true.
And that's why when you look at the article, it says sexualized, and they put it in quotations. I'm not sure if you could pull it up. Pull it up. They put it in quotations. Pull up the article. It says sexualizes, meaning they don't see nothing wrong with that. That's what Officer Ciroc pointed out. I mean, when you put things in quotation marks, it just means that, hey, listen, I don't really see nothing wrong with that, but we just gonna take it because we just gonna take it off because y'all over here, y'all tripping.
Hey, go to 1 John real quick. I want to show you something. I think it's 1 John. Let's go to this. Go to 1 John chapter 5, verse 19.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 19.
We want you to you got to understand this, that those videos, those music videos like WAP, those movies like whatever that was called, cuties, sex dolls, whatever it is, it all goes back to this. 1 John 5:19.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 19. And we know that we are of God, and the whole world lieth in wickedness.
The whole world lies in wickedness. That's why you cannot be a part of it. Go to James chapter 4. Look what God says about that. James chapter 4, verse 4. The whole world lies in wickedness, and you see it's evident. Read that.
James chapter 4 and verse 4.
Bring it
Ye
out.
adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
If you have friendship, you're in agreement with things like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that video. Oh, it's just music. I only listen to it for the beat. Oh, it's just a movie. Oh, this is women's liberation. You want to be a friend with the world. Read on.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
Just know you're the enemy of God. And God says he's going to do what? I'm going to take vengeance upon my enemies.
That's right.
That's right.
And check this out. Go to the next article. Let you know, Cap, this stuff is affecting the youth. We ain't just making this up. That ain't just in movies. Pull up that next article. Read that for us, officer.
Oh, man.
All right.
Zoom in on it.
There
News break.
Damn.
Miami boy, age 17, busted for pimping out a 14-year-old girl.
There you go.
Lord.
To multiple men a day in an airport hotel.
Because she wanted to be a hoe. She thought, because that's what, I got the WAP. And the 17-year-old boy in the wickedness, he said, oh, you got that WAP? Well, I got a place for you then. Pimping out a 14-year-old girl, and he's only 17.
Damn.
They learning that from the entertainers through music.
Right.
Mothers, fathers, this is your opportunity to apply wisdom. These are the red alerts the Lord puts out there in these articles, in these videos. These are the alerts that the Lord is letting you know. You need to take hold of your children, apply the commandments to put the covering of the Lord upon them. I'm telling you.
And Bishop says it all the time. All the time. Entertainers are not leaders.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So your daughter should not be Cardi B should not be a role model.
There you go.
Megan Thee Stallion should not be a role model.
Right.
She should be looking up to her righteous mother to try to be an example after her. And that's what it says in Titus 2. Let's end it on this. Titus chapter 2, and you know what I want. I think it's verse 3.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine. Teachers of good things.
A teacher of good things, the laws, how to be a righteous Proverbs 31 woman. Read on.
That they may teach the young women.
Teach the young women.
To be sober. To love their husbands. To love their children.
You got to teach these young women that, because if you don't teach them, Cardi B is waiting on them. Megan Thee Stallion is waiting on them.
City Girls waiting.
City Girls is waiting on them.
Nicki Minaj.
That 17-year-old boy is waiting on your untaught daughter to pimp her out in an airport hotel.
Bring it out.
Multiple men.
Grown-ass men waiting.
I'll be down.
That's crazy. Hey, so we're going to wrap it up with that on Four Corners News. We thank you for tuning in. We want to give a shout out to our tech team. Lemuel on the camera. We've got Soldier Caleb on the camera. We've got Officer Joachim in the back. We got Officer Amosa in the back, along with Officer Sirach and Soldier Paul. We also got a special guest in the house. We got Officer Losias from Tallahassee.
That's right. All praises.
All praises to the Most High for that cat.
Don't forget, it's that time again, people. All right, our family, we got to make sure we support this movement so we can get the wise men of Israel to the four corners throughout the earth. All right, join the Booster Club today. Email us at IUICfundraiser@israelunite.org.
That's right. So, hey, tune in next Thursday, Lowersville, same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more news from our perspective.
That's
right.
With that, we say shalom.
News, where truth speaks.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel. 34 times the Booster Club has been called upon, and 34 times they've answered. Join the team today and help send the prophets around the world. 12 tribes worldwide. Shalom.
I can't get enough for this word, call me library. All you do is talk, I tell them read, I'll be your pallbearer. As long as my hands clean, I'ma teach, I let the laws tear. You rebuck your doctrine, can't believe I even fell for it. Yeah. See bodies dropping, no top models, no need for worries, cause God got us. See masculinity need to be shown